Hi class, and welcome to Math Minutes video number 12. Turn to page 13 in your notebooks and we're going to start learning how to write improper fractions as mixed numbers. Write improper fractions into mixed numbers. To convert an improper fraction to mixed number is a division problem. Fractions are just another way to write division. So for example, the improper fraction of 14 over 2, again, why is it improper? The 14 is bigger than the 2. It's way upside down. It's totally improper. All we have to do is divide it. So we can write it this way. This is a little more traditional way that you may be used to seeing division. 14 divided by 2. So what is 14 divided by 2? 7. So 14 halves is the same as 7. All I've done is divide it. Well, what happens if there's a remainder? What if it's not a whole number? 14 divided by 2, well, that was 7, but what if it's something different? Well, here's where we just have to treat the remainder as a fraction. Remainder is the leftovers, the stuff that didn't go in all the way the first time. So, for example, 10 thirds. Well, let's think about this. What is 10 divided by 3? 3 times what makes 10, or the closest we can get to it? Well, it doesn't go in evenly. That means we're going to get as close as we can, and that's 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So that is my whole number part. It goes in 3 times, okay? But I have a leftover. Well, if it only goes in 3 times and that makes 9, what's the difference between 10 and 9 is 1. Well, that becomes my numerator, and I keep that denominator. So let's undo it. Let's check. Did I do this right? Well, how do we convert mixed numbers back to improper fractions? Well, we compute and keep. Let's compute. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Compute and keep my denominator as 3, and I've done this correctly. So let's do some practicing together. 11 halves. 11 divided by 2, what's the closest we can get? 5. I heard you say it. 5. What is 5 times 2? 10. What's the difference between 11 and 10? 1. That becomes my numerator, and I keep this denominator. 11 halves becomes 5 and 1 half. 4 thirds. How many times does 3 go into 4? 4 divided by 3, it only goes in 1 time. There's your whole number part. What's the remainder? Well, 4 minus 3 is 1, and I keep my denominator. 20/4. Let's divide. 20 divided by 4 is what? 5. Do we have a remainder? No, that's a whole number. We're done. It's 5. That would reduce or simplify down to 5. Let's look at our next one. We have 31/6. Well, what's the closest? How many times can 6 go into 31? The closest we can get is 5 times. 6 times 5 is 30. So 5 is our whole number part. And if that equaled 30, what's our remainder? Well, 31 minus 30 is 1, and we keep that denominator. Again, if you need to go over those, stop the video and watch it again. Please be sure and have your notebooks complete and ready. Bring them to your next class, and I will see you there.